And welcome back to another stream. We're back again with Hogwarts Legacy, and we're going to be having a go at playing through as a Hufflepuff.
We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
So we have gone through the tutorial bit, start bit, off stream, just because it's a bit boring once you've seen it as many times. I have.
Phineas,
Let's
Nigellus,
do that again.
Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Did you know he's voiced by
If you're
Simon
lucky,
Pegg?
we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
I was wondering why I could recognise his voice. It does turn out. It's Simon Bloody Pegg. I love Hot Fuzz as a movie. I think it's probably my favourite movie of all time.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
Yes.
Certain expectations.
I'm looking
I'm just
forward
gonna
to meeting my
blacklist 'cause I wanna
professors
choose
and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Hufflepuff anyway.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Hufflepuff are...
A sense of
Loyalty, right?
loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
I sound like
You
a
do not
nerd.
give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Yes. We shall accept.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Even my character doesn't suit bangs.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
So sad.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance?
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
I don't want to be doused in Hufflepuff. I mean, vinegar.
Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Yeah, so we've already done through the tutorial offline, and I've decided to go hard mode. 'Cause I've yet to do it. And I want to see if it is actually difficult.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Oh, this is like a little hobbit house. Cute. Let's get some sweets. Oh, I'm floating. Interesting. A hobbit door. Oh, this is sick. Never seen the inside of this one before. It's just what I wanted to do. Hufflepuff. Little niffler.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Okay, there's a floating person there. Lots of cake around. I like this one. Who's that? Always gotta have a tea with your cake. Is that the mad monk guy? That's where he's famous ghost. What's a little dancing cacti? This is really cute.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
That one is true.
Sorry, I was being
Not the typical
secretive.
start to a new school.
In my
That's
other two
dreadful.
playthroughs, it's just
Well, I'm glad you
not
made
fight
it here
that
alive. Well, anyway, I imagine you
It's
have
just
lots to do.
gossip.
I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
I think I hear a cat meowing.
Entirely in agreement with what you were saying.
Oh, he's stuck.
It's all right. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first, I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any
It's a
pets
shame
of my
you
own,
don't get a pet, to be
unfortunately.
honest.
My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Okay, got another one to tick off. So, Hufflepuffs.
That's good, isn't it?
Why does it sound like it's dying?
I've seen the boys looking very sheepish lately.
Woolly jumpers are a nightmare.
There's Poppy on the floor. Need some fruit to wash up all that cake.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she? Is that your owl? I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I'm not worried.
I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine. Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do. It was nice meeting you, Lenora. Of course. Adieu.
What'd you call me?
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Shut up, Poppy. I've been sat there the entire time. You could have told me sooner.
Revelio.
Okay, can't get that yet. I can get that. Professor Weasley, are you okay?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at
She
Hogwarts?
was a bit rude.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
My field guide.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
I'll do what I want. My god, the armpit of
Thank you, Professor,
disappearance.
but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Revelio.
Yep, still can't pick that up.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up!
But I can't seem to run very quickly.
Simply cast Revelio on it,
Revelio.
and we'll see what the guide says.
House Elf recipe book rumoured to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations. This book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favourite recipes. Over the centuries, some dishes like dirigible plums are likely an acquired taste. Nice.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that,
Listen down
inside
there.
and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Lovely.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My favourite room.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Ooh, I think he
Your
looks
ears
bad,
must have
but
been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class
Those two
myself.
need to make out.
Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes,
I want it
Professor.
now.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Alrighty, Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
More tutorials, oh yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your
let me
own
go.
wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Like my life. Some flying stuff. So that's a sleeping
Everyone
dragon.
knows you're Garlic's favorite. That's absurd. I don't think she even knows I'm there.
That guy's holding a
She
feather
always
and a
gives you high
statue.
marks on me. Well, perhaps it's because I work harder. Your mandrake did nearly die. Oh, that's so unfair. It was obviously as old as Merlin, and I bet she knew it.
All I'm saying is I exhibited far more knowledge of Devil's Snare, and it didn't seem to
So I
count
think
for
there's a bit of an
anything.
Easter egg here,
Yes,
where if you
and I
wait long
believe
enough,
Garlic wasn't
that
fully
guy
impressed that all your knowledge
runs up
was
to the
potty.
dragon and
Potty?
tickles it.
What do you mean, potty?
Because that
You
is
narrowly
the
recounted that Devil's
Hogwarts
Snare is dangerous on
motto,
account of its
isn't it?
propensity to
with
stab
a
people.
ticklish sleeping dragon.
Well, everyone knows
I think
that
there's a
dangers
statue
residing
somewhere
amidst Devil's Snare
that
involves
has that as well.
strangulation.
Oh, I see.
I feel like I've
suppose
committed
that
too
is
much time to this to
different
walk
then,
away
isn't
now.
Do you think I could borrow your homework?
So yeah, we are playing
Of course.
through on
We have to do
hard
something to keep you in her good
difficulty,
graces, seeing as I'm her favourite
and
and all.
we are Hufflepuff,
See?
and we are
Hogwarts always has another
hopefully
mystery to discover. If I
going
don't find a way to
to
concentrate, I'll fail my hours.
100% this playthrough.
Where do the professors sleep? Surely they don't share a common room like the students, do they?
I haven't been down to the boathouse since arriving in my first year. Perhaps I'll pay a visit.
You know, it was too long.
What am I missing? Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy.
You are.
Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before.
Talking like she's
If
like
I know
3.
Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I am back
I've
to
been
back.
racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Wow, did you see
Let's
that
get you back
clearance?
to your frame, little moth.
Oh, whoops. Already had the moth.
I think I'd have been.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Nice. 2 field guide pages, oh yeah.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
Wait, a rub it in her face.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose.
Yeah,
Pity
you
I
would
was
have been a good
so
Ravenclaw.
close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth!
Revelio.
I should have seen that.
Okay, you can't just bloody go over that, can I? Getting the dinging. Multiple dings. We've got multiple dings. So when you Revelio, gives you like a ding that kind
of Angelica or 3?
of helps you pinpoint where you're meant to be going. We've got dings.
Revelio.
I thought this is where I was going. Oh, I need to select the quest again. That'd be why. Let's go learn some defense against the dark arts.
That's the last time I
travel.
Let me out. Get that as well. The flame. So this is Professor
Revelio.
Hackett. Nice. Oh. There we go.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle.
What's
Now,
an unspeakable?
let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Levioso. Swish and flick.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, good. Now, well done.
Yeah, correct.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! This should be easy.
Oh, what? I pressed it. I had this difficulty last time. Stupid.
This should be easy.
Potato! Stupefy!
Complicates things. Confringo!
Stupefy! Stupefy!
Confringo!
He's got a
Not sure
purple
what I did
shield
to
up.
deserve that.
My stupefier's not going through. Oh god.
This should be easy.
Potato! Stupefy!
Complicates things. This should be easy.
Potato! Stupefy! Levioso!
Complicates things.
That guy clapping in the background. This is really irritating. Why has he got a purple shield up? Have I just got to take hits? Is that what I got to do?
This should be easy. Protego. That complicates things.
Potato! Stupefy!
Confringo!
Stupefy! Stupefy!
Lucky.
Levioso!
Yeah,
Nothing
okay.
lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Stupefy! Potato! Stupefy! Stupefy!
Students for this step.
Yeah, I must have to just wait for him to break. That's annoying.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
After I die 4 times.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Honestly, I
All
always
right,
feel like
that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
But I want to know some things.
Revelio.
Nice. Okay, so I can't actually speak to her.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Let's go.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and
I think
then.
the dueling club should have
Whether
gone
it's
on for
joining a
longer.
secret dueling club,
It did just seem
or
to be quite
sneaking
quick.
into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to
All
get
things I
caught.
need to do, Sebastian.
Thank you,
How do
Sebastian.
know?
I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Roger
Till
that.
next time.
Can I speak with her? No, she is not here. She's there. Okay. Speak to me. Okay, fine. I don't want to talk to you anyway. There's a chest there. Where is it? That's up. Never mind. There is no chests. Right, we're off to Charms. We are back to back today. Back to
Revelio.
back to back. We have a ding. Ding. Augury skeleton. Oh. An Irish phoenix, eh?
Black is without a doubt the work of
What was that? That sound. Ooh, hello there.
Lumos.
I don't know where that is. It's not here.
Come now, Annabelle.
Aha! Let's quickly just whack this back in the little thing downstairs. And that'll be another field guide page. Racked up. Nice. Alright, we're off to Charms class. VR zooms.
Revelio.
Professor Roman tends to go on a bit.
Ding.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
I'm gonna pop to the loo whilst this is going on. BRB.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Looks like I haven't missed much at all.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, Accio. So far, the hardest thing that's happened is
That is not bad.
quicker.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Bit harsh making the blind guy. Blues.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of this excellent control there. Now, very good. Not to worry. That's it!
Bish.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Here we go!
That's not Accio, is it?
That is how it's done.
Okay.
Stay focused.
Be sharp. There we go.
What a great start.
Excellent. Good.
Let us see this.
Just go off the edge. Okay, so I can win either way
Keep trying.
That was a bad round.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Do we have to? I failed that.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Let's try this. That's how
Very
it's
good.
Here we go!
There we go.
She really swaggers off, doesn't she? Okay. Lovely. Stay.
Brilliant. Let us see this.
Oh, you failed there, didn't you? Ah, she kept it coming.
Yes!
I didn't know you could do that. Clean. That's a clean win.
A perfect score.
Faked it before.
Remarkable.
Faked it on the easy one. Trying to get into her head.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from his...
Oh, I accidentally skipped him.
Revelio.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
That was a bit full on. Ah.
Revelio.
Key. What quests have we got? Let's go see Professor Weasley. See if we can do some exploration as we go. Guess that's a nod to the Apologies potion. Secrets. Are these the right bathrooms?
Revelio. Now.
Okey pokey. Let's see what else we can find. Where are we going? Professor Weasley in the Transfiguration classroom.
Revelio.
Is that up here?
Lumos.
Send.
Revelio.
It's clean as a whistle, but it's... Oh, what's that fun? Oh, what is that portrait?
The pungent passage. It's like right there.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Come with me, friend.
They'll only think it's me.
Weasley. Okay, let's go find Professor Weasley.
Revelio.
Girl said in 1421.
Oh, nice. Conjuring a mouse portrait.
Stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Okay. Basically, the first bit of this game is just running around, revaluing everything.
Revelio.
Let's meet Professor Weasley. See
What
she's got
about
to
the
say.
room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to
Isn't that
Hogsmeade
nice of
I
him?
mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes
don't I have
well
a,
with a
wand
borrowed
yet?
wand,
Don't
but
think
you'll
that's it,
find
no.
the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Oh, wait, yeah. I didn't really show any signs of magic. did
I'm
I?
eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow,
Why
if you
is he
can.
nearby?
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
I'm allowed to drink, Professor.
Revelio.
Damn it. Yeah. There's nothing in there. It's sad. Okay.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort
is
to
there no
catch you up
Dementors in
with
this
your
game?
peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. Got it.
Give me that. Defense against the Dark Arts Tower.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Get in my book. Well, that was incredibly easy.
I trust the preliminary
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Come on.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. The muted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Nice.
Revelio.
Not got any dings. Let's explore the class a bit. Give me that. That's cool. He's still not gonna do that. So we've got pathology. I want to go back to the Hufflepuff because there was some field guide pages that I was unable to pick up. But yeah, the Hufflepuff dormitory is definitely Hobbiton in a room. I think it's quite funny.
I impressed Garlic by showing her my Mimbless Mimbletonia.
That's
Squirted
cool.
stink sap all over myself. Where did you get your dragonhide gloves?
That'd be wicked if we could get stuff like that.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Give me that. So this is the entrance hall. And we want to go to
Revelio.
Players never tickle the sleeping dragon.
Levioso.
We want to go to the Hufflepuff dormitory. We're racking them up. We've been playing for like an hour and we've already got quite a few pages.
Revelio.
Oh no, the digging has begun. So the Hufflepuff dormitory is down here. Hogwarts kitchens. How are we already level 6? That's mental. Oh wow, we're absolutely rinsing through those. So this is the Hogwarts kitchen. Why can't I go in? It's not allowing me to tickle the bear. You must have to be a certain level or something. That's annoying. Where'd you go in? Okay, so let's do some exploration and try and knock off areas as we go.
Brand new game. Just beware the open flame.
Levioso. Lumos.
Can I sit down and eat some food? Cool if they made that interactive. There he is. I see you. Come on, little wasp. Moth. Ooh, field guide pages.
Revelio.
So how I want to play through this is I think I'm going to do like maybe a main quest or two and then do some exploration or something. I'm not really exploring as much when I'm streaming. I kind of want to. But with Revelio it's kind of like, oh, just slapping out a lot of the field guide pages and stuff before.
Revelio.
I think up here. Before anything's really begun. Let's enter the gardens, see if we can find some stuff up there. I don't think I'm gonna get sick of this game though. I cannot wait for them to update it. Like put in some cool add-ons and stuff. What was that ding?
Why does the Ministry
Yes. Yawning gargoyle.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin Rebellions off by heart.
As I said in previous streams, I'd love them to do like another year add-on, and then you get maybe like the Tri-Wizard, you can do Quidditch matches and stuff like that.
Revelio.
I think that would be epically cool. Look at those views. Stunning. Level 1 unlock. Nice.
My siblings and I.
One thing I think they should have done though is actually started you off. I think
Leviosa.
level 3, and then they'd have a couple more years of add-ons they could do DLCs. I just feel like they might have missed a trick there. Really getting as much money as they can for this game, despite it already making ridiculous amounts.
Revelio.
Does this statue got anything? I thought it was moving for a second though. That takes me back around. Where do I go? Merman?
Revelio.
Okay, so we're here. Which means I'm quite close to the dueling club, I think. I could be wrong about that. I was wrong about that.
Whee! Ah!
Oh, not again!
Here I am from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole?
Peeves is so funny. It's definitely a bit more like he was in the books in this.
Accio. Revelio.
Wait, let's go through that.
Sorry, I didn't mean...
Map of Argyllshire. Oh my god. Landed back in this corridor. Okay, so should be faculty here, right?
Revelio.
Yeah. That's the flea flame is. Flea flame. Running along with my book out like a nerd. Alrighty. This is the Gryffindor common room.
Revelio.
It's the fat lady. Bunch of Gryffindors lounging around. Nothing better to do. This castle is just so vast. Why is this guy so small and why is he being walked through? God, he's tiny. I thought I heard the jingle of that little field guide page. Nice. Alrighty. So, we started off the game as a Hufflepuff. We're on hard mode. We are slowly exploring the castle. Up next is Hogsmeade.
When what was lost has been found.
Which we're gonna head to. It's the start of the quest.
Will turn the tides of
Yeah, so we're gonna head to Hogsmeade. Which way is this taking us? Through the Slytherin bit. Interesting.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flute.
Got a few spells unlocked. Pretty easy stuff at the moment. I'm just trying to get to a point where
Revelio.
we can sort of play a bit more without loads of talking and tutorial stuff. I think that kind of happens after Hogsmeade a bit more. This is a very story-driven game, so there is always going to be a lot of talking. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Not too much happening, but still quite fun.
No better.
If you did like it, check out my other videos. They're all up on my YouTube channel. I just finished off an evil playthrough as no, not as a Slytherin, as a Ravenclaw.
Revelio.
Just because I thought that'd be funny.
I prefer the 3 broomsticks to the Hog's Head. Sirona's a
And,
much better conversationalist than Jasper Trout.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, that playthrough. And now I'm playing through again as a Hufflepuff. And I don't know how I'm gonna play it. Maybe a bit rogue, maybe a bit unpredictable, who knows. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.